Mike, welcome back to this channel. It's Maggie and happy Saturday, but you guys will not be seeing this till Monday. Mike is also behind the camera, so say hi, Mike.
Hi.
Today I went shopping while Mike got to sleep in, and I got a bunch of delicious groceries. We also went to Costco yesterday and got a couple things from there. Oh, I just forgot I have to take something out of the freezer. Alright, now that's a complete grocery. I completely forgot what we got at Costco yesterday. But so we went to Costco yesterday and got a couple things, and then today I went to Natural Grocers. So I just wanted to go and do an overview of what I got and what kind of meals and how I will be implementing each of the food groups into the week. So let's get started. Alright, so first we'll start with the produce and then work our way to the more like processed junkier things. And the first thing that I got was raspberries, and these raspberries were from Costco, and they are absolutely delicious, but I'm very picky about where we get our raspberries, because I completely hate when you get raspberries and they're a waste because they end up being mushy or like tasteless. So those should be pretty good. For citrus, we got 3 limes and 2 lemons, and that is going to go for a lot of like sauces and guacamole and pico de gallo and things like that. Also picked up some navel oranges, and mainly I eat all the fruit. I eat all the fruit because Mike gets a breakfast and lunch at work, so therefore I eat the things and we only eat dinners together. But yeah, oranges for me for breakfast or for snack or whenever I have a sweet tooth. Also, we had and got some red onions, and red onions are great compared to the white or yellow onions. It's also a preference, but we'll be using them for soups and for chilies, stir fries, anything like that to add a little bit of flavor. Also got some broccolini, or also known as a long stem broccoli, and I really enjoy these over regular broccoli. They are kind of expensive, but whenever they are on sale or whenever I just feel like I want to get them, I get them. Also got some kiwis, and once again, this is just for me, and I will be eating them whenever I feel like it as a snack. That was awful. And then I picked up Mike's very favorite fruit, veggie. I think it's considered a fruit because it has a nut inside. But that's avocados. He actually absolutely hates avocados, can't stand them. But I just love making guacamole and things like that. And this week we will be adding those to tacos and to wraps, sandwiches, and things like that. Also picked up some white whole mushrooms, and this will be used specifically for the risotto that I'll be making this week. Mike's favorite type of onion is spring onions, and then so I picked up some of these. I think they're also known as scallions. But yeah, green onions. And also they could go on sandwiches, in soups, just on top of salads and things like that. Cucumbers, I absolutely love cucumbers, but I just, whenever you pick up some at the store, I just don't feel like they taste like they should, but these are pretty good. Unfortunately, they're packaged in plastic, but there's nothing I could do about that. But they are delicious in like sushi, once again on top of salads and sandwiches. Zucchini, this I will be using today, and that, what am I going to be using this for? Oh, I think I'm going to be making enchilada casserole, and so I'll be putting that into the enchilada casserole. I also got some carrots, a bunch of carrots, and my dogs actually eat carrots as like a little snack treat kind of thing, and we add carrots into our chilies and soups, stir fries as well. I eat that with a guac as a dip, as a snack. Also potatoes, we eat lots of potatoes. However, sometimes there's some weeks that we eat more potatoes than others, but just alone or with our vegan cheese that we do, topped with some beans and things like that. That is delicious, and we'll be using that today and making a cheese for our vegan dip. Also, I got some lettuce, and then I'm going to be using this as lettuce cups. And instead of like tortillas or taco shells, I'll be using this and be putting my stuffing inside. Also got some beautiful tomatoes. Sometimes the tomatoes don't look so good in the winter, but these actually looked pretty good. So this will be for pico de gallo tacos as well. Also picked up some kale. Today I really wanted to pick up like 10 stalks of kale, but then I decided like, no, I'll start with one because I really want to start implementing more greens into our life because I feel like we only eat spinach. But I picked up one kale and see how that goes. So I'll be actually making a delicious smoothie for Mike and I today. He doesn't know that yet. Typically he likes to have hash browns in the morning, and I usually have oatmeal in the morning, but today we're gonna be having a delicious smoothie. I picked up some cilantro. Funny story is last week when we went shopping together for groceries, I thought I was getting one stem of parsley and one cilantro, but I ended up getting 2 parsleys. So today I made sure I smelled it and triple checked the label to make sure it's actually cilantro and not getting 2 parsleys. Also have some red cabbage right here, and that is going to be used mainly for stir fries and salads and things like that. And then at Costco we picked up some organic strawberries and blueberries, and I absolutely love using frozen fruits in acai bowls and smoothies, putting them in a pot and warming it up, putting it on top of pancakes, putting it on top of oatmeal. There's just so many things. You could make jams with frozen fruit, add some chia to it, a little bit of vanilla extract, dates, anything like that's really delicious. And now that is basically for the most. Also we have a spinach right here that we always get once a week, but that is the most of the produce. Now moving on to more of the processed things, and most of these things will honestly last us quite a bit. So the first one that we rarely get is some tortilla chips, but Mike wanted to make some vegan dip, and so I'm going to be making a 5-layer vegan dip today, and that's actually going to be posted on this channel as well. And that is why I think that when your taste buds are telling you that you want something, you should be able to honor your taste buds and your tummy, and therefore that is why we're making a vegan dip with tortilla chips. Also got some almond flour. Recently I've been making my own almond flour and almond milk, but I decided to splurge a little and get almond flour, and that will be for like oatmeal cookies and things like that. Sometimes like stews or soups require you to mix a little bit of flour with onions and garlic, so that's what I'm going to be using that for. However, that's going to last me probably like half a year. Also picked up some rice ramen. I have a hate-love relationship with this thing. But we picked up 2 packs of those. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but currently I'm in the mood for noodles. So that's why I picked up 2 of those yesterday with Mike. Also, corn tortillas. I absolutely love corn tortillas. These are pretty good. They only have corn, watery, sugary, root fiber, and lime inside, so they're pretty good ingredients, and those are going to be used for tacos as well as the enchilada, which I will be doing today. Then we got some tofu as well. Once again, tofu used to be this thing when we originally went vegan, both of us. We used to use it more often, but we kind of, stemmed away from that. And just recently I started implementing it a little bit more, like once a week or so, into our stir fries. Or I also made just recently miso soup for Mike. So that's what we're going to be using that for. I was also going to make my own enchilada sauce, but I decided it's just easier if I buy enchilada sauce. And we typically get a different brand, but that one has a wheat in it, and I'm trying to stay away from gluten. So I seen this one with pretty good ingredients, organic red enchilada sauce. So we're going to try this one out for our enchilada casserole. Also picked up some salsa. This is pretty delicious salsa. It has really good ingredients as well: tomatoes, water, jalapeno peppers, garlic, salt, cilantro, red wine vinegar, spices, lemon juice, and that's pretty much it. Then picked up some green chilies. So whenever we make our vegan cheese from scratch, it's like a nacho cheese, so we usually add green chilies for a little fire into that. And in regards to our vegan dip that I will be making today, I also picked up some chorizo, so it's not something we typically get, but our splurge for this week is the enchilada casserole and a 5-layer bean dip. Those are our two dinner meals that we are going to a little splurge on and have it a little bit more processed than typically. Also picked up some sweet red chili. I was watching somebody on YouTube constantly putting red chili into their food, so I decided, like, you know, I used to love red chili, but I stopped picking it up, so I'm just going to get it again, and I will be making those with spring rolls, so that'll be delicious. Also got some low sodium Garden cubes for vegetable stock, and once again, they're really clean ingredients in there, so I enjoy those to make risotto or soups, anything like that that requires a little bit more sodium and flavor. Picked up some Ezekiel bread for Mike, which I'm thinking when we're kind of in the moment and don't really have time and we're, you know, kind of hungry, I'm just gonna whip him up a sandwich with some hummus and veggies and things like that, or make even a panini. So that's why we got Ezekiel bread. Also picked up my favorite almond milk, which is the Ripple almond milk. Like I said, I do typically make my own almond milk. However, I decided this week that I am going to just get it because I need it for a couple recipes. And also, when I do make my own almond milk, I either squeeze it or I don't squeeze it, so it depends what I do. But if I don't squeeze it, it has a higher fat content, so I picked up that. Sauerkraut, it's raw organic probiotic sauerkraut. We absolutely love this, especially with some hash browns. All right, we are coming down to the wire. We have only 2 things left, and that is Evolution cold pressed orange juice. I absolutely love this thing, and we always get 2 or 1 per week. It just all depends. We're probably going to go through both of them. I'm also going to be making today's smoothie, which will be with the kale, the orange juice, moringa powder, maca powder, and some other things in there. And then the last thing but not least is LaCroix, which we had a couple of yesterday, and this is the kiwi watermelon, which is my absolute favorite. But yeah, that is pretty much all the groceries that we got for the week. Some of these things, mind you, will last longer than others, but this is what we get mainly for 7 days. 6 to 7 days it'll last us, with the exception of the rice ramen, the almond flour, and like the bread and the sauces. Otherwise, everything will pretty much be gone by next week, Saturday. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it probably inspired you to maybe shop it a little bit healthier or anything like that. But I am going to go now and start making the vegan 5-dip that we will be eating with our chips today. And so I will be filming that as well, so keep your eye out for that. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And please leave nice comments. Bye, guys.